Hello, my viewers. Hello, my viewers. I welcome you to Excel Health Arena. Still on family planning, a quick one. We were on barrier methods. And barrier methods, I said generally, I talked about the advantages, very cheap, you can access it anywhere. And the fact remains that it prevents sexually transmitted infections. I was talking about the disadvantages. And I said, one, the effectiveness is reduced. The first disadvantage I even talked about is um, the fact that you have to predetermine it. You must without condom. You have to use it regularly if you want effectiveness, as long as preventing pregnancy is concerned. So another thing is that effectiveness rate. Yes, we have relatively low effectiveness rate from ranging from one method to another in barrier methods. I also talked about partner involvement. It involves two partners. So it is not what one partner can say, okay, Emilowu, I'm using condom, and the other person does not want to use condom. In such a situation, it won't work. If the woman insists that the husband uses a barrier method and the husband insists that he doesn't want to use the barrier method, both of them have divergent opinions or conflict of interest. In a situation like that, it won't work. So it involves both parties, both partners' decision before it can be used, before it can work. There are some other family planning methods that may not necessarily involve the other partner. In fact, there are instances that the woman might not even tell the partner that she's having a particular family planning method. I'm not saying it's right for a woman or a man not to tell the spouse or the partner that he or she is into a particular family planning method. I'm just saying that it is possible. But in barrier method, both of them have to be aware of it and consent to use it before it can be effective. Now, the one I was not able to talk about is reduced sensitivity. There is reduced sensitivity naturally when you ask lórí social media even apart from social media, people are asked questions sometimes. Okay, which one do you prefer? Do you prefer a barrier method when you have intercourse with your spouse? Do you prefer skin to skin or with barrier method? And in most instances, almost everybody will say, no, I don't want any barrier. I want a direct skin contact. The fact is, truly there is improved or increased sensation with direct contact. You are able to feel it more compared to when there is a barrier. It's a natural thing. There is no need for much of explanation about that. Simply barrier. Where there is barrier, sensation will definitely be reduced. But it depends on what you want. Despite the fact that sensation will be reduced, if you still feel that you need it, you want to avoid other methods, and so for that reason, that seems to be the method that is best for you, you still go ahead and use it. You have to weigh, the consequences. You have to weigh everything before you determine which one you eventually want. So, I told you, every time you have sex, every time you have intercourse, you must use barrier method. That's one of the disadvantages. And whether we like it or not, condom can break, for example. So these are disadvantages. Other advantages for barrier method that I didn't talk about the last time is that it makes breastfeeding safe for women and the baby. When a woman gives birth, yes, she engages or uses barrier method, it makes breastfeeding safe for her and safe for the baby, she's able to breastfeed the child without any problem. So there is little or no problem with breastfeeding. So it is safe for use during breastfeeding. So, and it does not affect future fertility. Why I said does not affect future fertility, when I talk about other methods, how they may affect future fertility, you would agree with me now that barrier method does not affect future fertility. You use condom, you use barrier method. Yes, you want to prevent pregnancy. You don't want to prevent pregnancy again, you remove it or you stop it, and that will be all. And you can decide to have intercourse without barrier methods or without condom or other methods of other devices as barrier methods, and you get pregnant. As simple as ABC. So these are the things that surround barrier method as a method of family planning. Now, we will be moving to other methods, but generally I want to use a particular video to treat a particular method so that I don't mingle them up and I don't rush too much into, a particular method of family planning. So by the grace of God, next time I'm going to talk to us about intrauterine devices. Hormonal methods are also there, and of course sterilization or surgical method, that is the permanent method of family planning. I want to appreciate you for listening, and I want you to, as much as possible, share this with other men and women so that they can also learn one thing or the other from this. God bless you.